A very good evening to all of you. I'm Dr. Madhuri Nigam, Associate Professor at Department of Fabric and Apparel Science, Lady Irvin College. On behalf of the Okla Garment and Textile Cluster, I would like to welcome each one of you to the concluding session of the 17th International Conference on Apparel and Home Textiles. This conference is held annually by OGTC, and I'm proud to say that Lady Irvin College has been closely associated with this conference ever since its inception. It is noteworthy that this conference has been doing great service to the industry and academia by providing a platform to both the sides to share their thoughts and enrich and learn from each other's knowledge. I hope this relation continues and we are able to take the industry to much greater heights together. I would now like to invite Mr. P.M.S. Uppal, President OGTC, to kindly share his closing remarks. Mr. Uppal, please.
Thank you. Firstly, I'd like to thank Mr. Kapoor and the OGTC team to make this conference a possibility. Online conferences have been a challenge from a technical point of view. Sometimes over a period of time on physical conferences, people have feel they need to pay more attention than on online conferences. But very encouraging what I hear from Mr. Kapoor, that the number of attendees this year has surpassed all the past years. So thank you so much. The speakers, I want to thank them. Some of the most knowledgeable speakers on different subjects have upgraded our thought process. I like to make some takeaway home, what you take away home from this conference. There's a lot said in the conference and even in the papers where they say it's India's decade, it's India's century. I think we've heard that many times. If it's India's decade, if it's India's century, the fact is we have to make it possible. Who's going to make it possible? It's every individual has to have that thought process for a better future for the country, better future for their nation, for a better future for themselves. Yes, certainly, because of many changes that are taking worldwide, the world is looking at India. The democracy of India may have a lot of many reasons still to improve on, but the democracy lived, and that has been noticed by the world. And that is how we talk about it's India's decade. Learning is the key. What we get from the conference, learning is the key. What we already know, we know. And what we know has already been displayed in how we lived, how we worked, how we performed. The progress can only come through learning. Whether it's a home, whether it's a society, whether it's a factory, whether it's a country, we all need to participate. Having a thought process of this is not my area, this is someone else's area, is the starting point of a failure of any process to become better. We all need to participate, whether it's a family, whether it's a house. If we don't participate in a certain focused manner in what we are trying to achieve in our lives, it will not happen. I know it all is also one of the worst thought process that people have, but let me tell you, people are very, very canny about that process that, yes, I'm open to learn, I'm ready to do that. But in factuality, people don't show that process when it comes to doing that. We still see when we go through any training programs within the organization or outside, having the attendees to attend and pay attention and then deliver on that process is certainly a very, very difficult process to go through, especially in the industry. We see that a big difficulty. And I'm sure Mr. Kapoor will back that up on that process. So if it is going to be India's century or India's decade, I think we will all have to change our mindset for the better. And the sooner it comes, because remember one thing, opportunities don't wait too long for you. There are too many people to take advantage of that opportunity. So before we are left behind, again, letting this opportunity go, certainly we need to put a thought process within our mind that when we talk about even as an industry that we are going to grow, how are we going to grow? How are we going to participate? How are we going to put into the thought process that this process does become a reality? The whole conference will be available very soon to all people that attended. And I think it goes on the YouTube also. So people who did not even attend will have the opportunity to go through this, whether it's the industry, whether it's a faculty, whether it is institutes, they can take advantage of this conference. And I once again thank everyone for participating. A wonderful experience hearing very successful people, very knowledgeable people, how they look at the industry. Yes, certainly sustainability is the key, and every individual needs to participate in principle, in society, how we can make this country more sustainable and the world more sustainable. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Uppal, for very comprehensively highlighting the key takeaways of the conference. Thank you so much. I would now like to invite Colonel Kapoor, Director General OGTC, to kindly propose a vote of thanks. Colonel Kapoor, please.
Thank you, Madhuri. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long day of knowledge sharing and meaningful presentations by our eminent speakers and panelists. At this juncture, I, on behalf of OGTC, wish to compliment each and every speaker and panelist who shared their thoughts and experience for the benefit of our delegates. The panel discussion was very informative, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the panelists who participated so actively. Our thanks to Mr. Prashant Agarwal and team Wazir Advisors who, as a knowledge partner, helped us bring forward this momentous conference. Our session sponsors, Courts Digital and Zilongo Factory, deserve a special thanks for having associated with us and also for sharing their expertise with the delegates. We are definitely indebted to our session chairman to have taken the effort to chair the respective sessions in a very able manner. Our very special thanks also go out to Professor Dr. Madhuri Nigam and our colleagues from Lady Irwin College, Ashima Anand, Vibha Yadav, Nidhi Gupta, and Shumela Naz, without whose support the conference could not have been conducted in the professional manner it has. A big thanks is also due to our delegates who registered and attended the conference through the day. And like our president mentioned, that we had unprecedented attendance this year over the previous years. Finally, a big thanks to Team Orient Fashion for having provided us the infrastructure support for the conduct of this conference. In conclusion, I would once again like to thank all my esteemed members, all participating delegates, partners, associates, and sponsors for making this conference a great success. Lastly, I extend an advance invitation to all to join us at our next international conference in 2023, which hopefully will be in person. Goodbye and Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for joining in and making this conference a great success. Goodbye.
Thank you. Good luck to all and God bless. Thank you.